Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ikra Kanwal, the storyteller, and उम्मीद करती हूँ सब ठीक ठाक होंगे, खैरियत से होंगे. I hope everyone is doing good. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about unconditional love. Is this the thing that really exists, or it's just a myth? So in today's video, we're gonna talk about the myth of unconditional love. So I am one of the believers who believe that, and I feel like the maturity is when you realize that दिस इज ओनली अ मिथ एंड अनकंडीशनल लव नामी कोई चीज़ एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती. लेट मी गिव यू माई पॉइंट्स, लेट मी गिव यू माई रीजंस. You can definitely disagree or agree in the comment section, but I think if you stay in the video till the end, I promise you till the end of the video, you will definitely learn something that will help you to grow in life, that will help you to grow mentally, that will make you mentally more strong, and you will see the life with a new perspective. So if I want you to stay with me till the end of the video, that is not only my wish. I really wish, I want this, that by the end of the video, if I could change the perspectives of few people, what I suffer from, what I expected from the people, from the society, from the everyone around me, and what I got in response, and how much it was like hurt. I was hurted by that behavior, by that my own expectations of unconditional love, and the myth that we already always have this with the mindset we always grew as a child. We always grow with a mindset, especially in the families, like 90% families in Pakistan, because हमारे पेरेंट्स को आज के दौर में नहीं पता कि अपने बच्चों की लाइफ में क्या चल रहा है. दे आर नॉट हील्ड themselves, they are not in a happy marriage themselves, they are not the someone who are understanding towards their self. So उनसे ये expect करना कि they will understand uh, us, and they will give us that thing, that expectations, that unconditional love was just like a very unreal thing. And जब आप उस तरह के environment में आप grow करते हो, तो एक time के बाद you you grow up with a wish, with that expectation that someday there will be a magic in the air, somebody will come, somebody will love us unconditionally, and the life will be sorted out. लेकिन ऐसा कभी नहीं होता, and this is not how the things work. I am one of the believer who think that unconditional love don't exist, and I 100% truly believe that. Because look, to a romantic partnership, to a friend, to some extent, when we expect that it should be unconditional love, I feel like we are insane expecting that. The only unconditional love we can talk about, or we can say that it can be unconditional, is your parents' love. But the maturity is when when you realize that even your parents, no one in the world loves you unconditionally, and it's such a toxic and burdenized thing to another person, that somebody is expecting from the other person that the person should be loved unconditional. Why? Like, we are not the type of species, the type of thing as a human being. हम चीज़ों को उस तरह से नहीं लेके चल सकते. How can we say that somebody should love us in spite of everything? हम उसको mistreat कर रहे हैं, हम उसको बुरा treat कर, because we are human being, we wake up with a different moods every day. So we are expecting from someone that जैसा भी हम उसके साथ बिहेव कर रहे हैं, either we are making them happy or not, either we are treating them right or wrong, either we are with them like the way we should not, but still we are expecting that the person should love us unconditionally. Like, this is just insane. ऐसा as a human being हम इस तरह से वर्क नहीं करते. वी वेक अप विद द डिफरेंट मोड्स एवरी डे. किसी दिन हम बर्दाश्त कर सकते हैं किसी को, किसी दिन हम नहीं बर्दाश्त कर सकते. किसी दिन हम एक अच्छी स्टेबल मेंटल स्टेट में होते हैं, सो वी कैन गिव द अदर पर्सन द थिंग ही वांट फ्रॉम अस. बट वी कैन नॉट लव समवन अनकंडीशनल. लाइक, अनकंडीशनल लव नामी चीज़ कोई भी एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती. द मेच्योरिटी इज व्हेन यू रियलाइज दैट योर पेरेंट्स, like sometimes, most of the times, parents love the kid who is more obedient, who is more lovable, who is pretty, who is earning more, who is who has like more soft or more lovable personality, who is earning more and who is like making them feel proud. So love, अनकंडीशनल लव नामी चीज आपके पेरेंट्स से भी नहीं आ रही होती. Parents also give priorities to some child on many bases and don't give the priority to others. At the same time, if like if your mother is not happy with your father is not happy with your mother, at any time, any stage of the life, maybe one of them will leave the other person, and leaving the other person mean leaving you also. So that was not unconditional love. Unconditional love was never there, because they leave you because of anyone else, because they love their self more. This, that's how the human being work, that's how they process. उनको खुद को प्रायोरिटी पे रखना है. हर किसी को अपनी खुशी को सबसे ऊपर रखना. अपनी खुशी सबसे ज़्यादा अजीज है इस अर्थ पे हर इंसान को. सो वट एवर इज़ नॉट मेकिंग देम हैप्पी, दे जस्ट लीव. So if your parents also leave each other, they don't respect each other, they don't love each other, they don't value each other, so they would not give you the same respect, the same love, the same value. So somewhere it is also conditional. At the same time, जो बच्चा अच्छा कमा रहा है, जो बच्चा अच्छे मकाम पे है, जो अच्छा पेरेंट्स को एक अच्छा फील करा रहा है, एक प्राउड फील कर रहा है, कहीं ना कहीं उस बच्चे की वैल्यू ज़्यादा होती है. सो इट्स ऑलवेज द एक्सचेंज ऑफ वैल्यूज. It's never unconditional. So love cannot, like for human being it's not possible, I guess. Love cannot be unconditional. So the only thing where we expect the unconditional love is our parents, our mother. And somehow I don't believe the concept that even your mother, your parents love you unconditional. This is just a myth. They also give priority to one child over another child on many bases, you know. Then we come to romantic relationship, when suddenly the magic in the air. Oh yeah, I talk about that when you grow up in the environment where you were not valued, where you were not respected, where you were not loved. So आपके अंदर एक चीज, एक विश डेवलप हो जाती है, एक बिलीव, एक फैंटेसी डेवलप हो जाती है कि someday somebody will come and he or she is gonna love me unconditional. The love I haven't received from my parents, from my siblings, from my relatives, from my anyone who was in your bloodline, there will be a person who will be the most understanding one, who will be the most uh, like lovable, and who will just love me unconditionally in spite of my mood swings, in spite of. वो है ना कि मैं तो किसी के लिए अपनी पर्सनैलिटी नहीं चेंज करने वाला. वट एवर इज मेंट फॉर मी विल कम टू मी. नो, देर इज नथिंग लाइक दैट. वट एवर इज मेंट फॉर यू विल कम टू यू, बट देर आर compromises to be done there, because nobody is gonna love you the way you are expecting. You are just expecting that the other person is not robot. So unconditional love, if you're romanticizing in a romantic relationship, that's not gonna happen. Like just imagine being a person, being with a person who is not good to you, who was good to you at the start, at the beginning of the relationship, but now वो आपको वैल्यू नहीं करता, वो आपको रिस्पेक्ट नहीं करता, वो आप से उस तरह से अच्छा ट्रीट नहीं करता. How can you love the person the same way you were loving them already? You cannot. So it's not unconditional love. Unconditional love is that in spite of that they are treating you bad, they are not respecting you, they are not giving you value, they are not uh, giving you that importance that should be yours, but still आप उनके साथ रहना चूज करते हो. So now you will say that there are people who do that. I don't say it love. So if to one extent there are many fears in the human being personalities, maybe because of that fears, a person always choose to stay with the same person he was, she was, because they just don't want to get out of that relationship, to get out of that attachment, to get out of all that they have fantasized for a so long time, and finally they get it, that version of that person जो जिससे उन्हें प्यार हुआ, जिससे मिलके उन्हें लगा कि that is my happily ever after, that is the end, that is the love of my life, that's the unconditional love I was looking for throughout my whole life. वो just उस fear को जाने नहीं देना चाहते. Okay, let's suppose 1% that is unconditional love. Do you still want to live with the person who don't respect you at all, who don't give you value at all? Then you are being unfair to yourself. And that is toxic. That is miserable state to be lived in. That is a very toxic relationship. That is a prison. एक कैद, एक जेल से ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है. So unconditional love, I first of all, it don't exist. To some extent, if you feel like 1% it exists, believe me, it's toxic. It's miserable state to be lived in. It's killing your own identity, your own ego, your own happiness. ये इट्स अ प्रिजन, ये एक कैद है जिसमें किसी को भी नहीं रहना चाहिए. So what's the purpose of this video and what we learned from this video? So if by the end of this video we now understand that unconditional love is a myth, I understand somehow that it's a human nature. Somehow we want that somebody should love us unconditional, but that is unfair to them who is loving us unconditional. And if we are loving someone unconditional, that is also like unfair to us. But at the same time, we always have that fantasy that somebody should love us unconditional, somebody should treat us unconditional the way I treat them. But believe me that it's always a value exchange. Your partner, your friends, your parents, everyone, anyone in your life, if you are giving them value, they're gonna give you the value. Whatever you are putting on the table, they're gonna serve you the way you are serving them. If you don't put anything on the table and they are the one who is putting everything on the table, that relationship would not last longer, because anyone will get tired of this. कोई भी एक रिलेशनशिप को चलाने की 100% रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी अपने ऊपर लेकर नहीं चल सकता with that mindset that this is my unconditional love and I am gonna be in a miserable state, I'm gonna suffer a lot, I'm gonna kill my inner self, I'll kill my happiness to just make that person. Actually, unconditional love is that you just kill your happiness to make other person happy. First of all, you cannot do this for a longer time. एक टाइम के बाद you're gonna be tired and you're gonna be like, it's enough, it's done, I cannot do this anymore. And if you're doing this, then you are being unfair to your mental health. एक टाइम के पास आपके पास कुछ भी नहीं बचेगा किसी को देने के लिए जब आप इतना ओवर गिव कर दोगे. So somehow I understand that it is a fantasy that every one of us want to be loved unconditional, but the maturity is that this is a prison, the type of the prison जो आपसे आपका सब कुछ छीन सकता है. So by the end of this video, if we like if we will be successful to feed our mind, tell our mind that unconditional love नामी कोई चीज़ exist नहीं करती, this is not a healthy thing for your mind, and being practical will be a savior for you. अगर आप इस चीज़ को एक्सेप्ट कर लेते हैं कि कोई भी, it's a value exchange, nobody gonna love you, respect you, give you importance, give you the value if you don't give them the same. So this is how the life works. You are just mentally so mature, you are mentally so prepared enough to deal with the society, विद द लाइफ, बिकॉज दिस इज एवरीडे लाइफ। अगर आप एक फैंटेसी में जियोगे कि आपको अनकंडीशनल लव मिलना चाहिए, somebody should understand you, somebody should make you happy, no, nobody is going to make you happy for a longer time, nobody is going to give you that satisfaction for a long time, it is just not humanly possible. So अगर आप अपने माइंड को ये बताने में कामयाब हो जाते हो कि नहीं ये तो पॉसिबल नहीं है, अनकंडीशनल लव इज जस्ट अ मिथ, let me repeat this, unconditional love is just a myth. When you feed your mind this, when you accept that reality, when you learn to live with this reality, life gonna be a change thing for you, because now you are mentally more aligned towards the reality of life. So your own expectations who were hurting you a lot, जो आपको दुख दे रही थी, तकलीफ दे रही थी, जो आपकी एनर्जी को कॉन्स्टेंटली ड्रेन कर रही थी, जो आपसे लोगों को ओवर गिव करा रही थी, जो आपको अपने अपने आप को छोड़ के दूसरों को प्रायोरिटाइज करने पे मजबूर कर रही थी, वो दैट इज नॉट नाउ देयर। यू नो दैट लव इज ऑलवेज कंडीशनल, it's exchange of values and energy. The energy you put on the table, you will get the same energy from the person. That's it. So I believe you enjoyed the video. So if you enjoyed the videos, please subscribe the channel, like the video, share with the people you want to share with, you want to give them the knowledge, that learning you get from this video. And अपना ढेर सारा ख्याल रखिए, दुआ में याद रखिए, मिलते हैं किसी नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। तब तक के लिए अपना ख्याल रखिए, अल्लाह हाफिज़।